Hello and welcome to Autoburn, an all-new TV series for YouTube that YouTube doesn't have yet. My name is Luke, my other two hosts are Ben and Jordan, and today we're here at JC2600 Aston Martin Ferrari and Maserati to see the all-new, brand new Vantage. We've got exclusive access with it. If you'd just like to follow me through now. First off, we need to address something. Hot hatches. Most people cannot afford a car like this. So hot hatches is something people have ever before. Small, executive, and cheap to run. Which is the best one? So now we're going to take you guys to Brigg House to see which is the best car of the three.
Our meeting point was an industrial estate near the town of Brigg House, and as per usual, I was the first to arrive.
This is the best car here, the Audi A1 S-Line, and there's nothing about it. It's the best car here, it's the most nice looking, it's not the quickest, but it suits every need.
Then my colleague arrived in a small BMW.
What have you got?
So this is a 2007 Mini Cooper SR56 in laser blue.
Well, I can see that, but why have you brought it?
Because it's
Oh, here he is.
Last but not least, our third colleague arrived in a washing machine.
As you can see, I've done it. That's what I've done. I brought a hatch car, or a city car.
The only
Yes, it has got an hatch.
this registration plate.
You're talking nonsense. You don't need all that power.
No, but can we just come back to the...
Can I ask you a question? When are you going to use a 175 brake horse and Sainsbury's car park?
Two exhausts, no exhaust.
It's hidden away in a consumer. It's good. It's got a diffuser. It's good.
What, the straps are faster?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, I can say I might as well striping it. I mean, I'll admit, this is very pretty.
Yeah.
It's a hairdresser's car.
It is. I will say it. That, especially that bright colour. It does just say, wow, look at me. I cut people's hair for a living.
Pure excellence.
I almost think you've gone insane.
No, but let's just have a look at this. 4 rings, you've got none.
Yeah, that's 3 rings too many.
RS honeycomb diffuser on the back.
Honeycomb?
125 brake horsepower.
Yeah, it does look like an ice cream cone, I agree. A melted one at that.
Carbon fibre.
Look at it, filthy. You think you cleaned it?
Carbon fibre.
Fake carbon fibre.
No, that's real.
Wrapped carbon fibre.
That's real.
Wrapped. What weight reduction are you getting from that tiny little slither being carbon? But fake carbon.
Many kilograms.
200 brake horse?
No, that just promotes me.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's too much brake horsepower.
Oh, yeah.
The stripe. I truly believe this is...
Rusted Brembo brakes?
No, they're just from
Audi ones, yeah.
No, just have a look. Look at that dub look, you see.
Vintage,
But I appreciate the fact that 17 inch. Is that smaller car? You see how big they are?
Right. Well, we can keep bickering and arguing for all day.
No, but let's just appreciate BMW, cheap Volkswagen, and Volkswagen's already a cheap brand.
You just don't understand.
I mean,
regular people with regular amounts of money for that car. No, or you just get a cheaper one than that, because that ladies and gentlemen, is top of the range.
Well, the Monte Carlo edition.
Yes, it
I've
is.
heard bad reviews about that.
Oh no, not bad reviews.
No, but the thing is, what we've got actually here is we've actually got a hot hatch. This is meant to be the best hot hatch for young drivers. We're all young.
Meant to be.
Yeah, we're all meant to be young. Yeah. Hot hatch. Fucking City Go. Let's hear it from you. City Go A1.
Now, think very wisely about this conversation.
It's going to have to be the A1.
At least, no, come on. At least on the hedgehog. At least on the hedgehog.
It's the most practical car you will ever see.
At least on the hedgehog, the pricks are on the outside.
So it's more practical than a BMW 335 to your estate?
Yes.
42 mpg, if you drive it steady.
Let's have a look at this. Let's just have a look. Oh, does it not stay up?
No, it does.
MPI.
More power inside.
Well, see that is much better. At least you can see how many cylinders it's got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a hairdryer.
No, I'm pretty sure I've seen this on Mini's new flagship lawnmower.
At least we've not got a Honda.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
But let's not. Oh, by the way, does your car do this? No, I don't think it does.
Yeah,
My
because
car
it doesn't
has-
need to draw attention to itself.
Oh yes, get your grab. Oh, it's a bit dirty, but then we can cloud over that. Look, just apart from the fact that my car doesn't need a battery because it's got that much power.
Open your car.
Oh, there's no need for that.
Open your car.
What?
Sounds just like a Golf.
Well, if that was a BMW, all right, this is a Volkswagen. It'd be a Polo R-Line. If what? That's because it's the S-Line version.
And mine's an up.
Yep, skanky up. And that would, if that were a BMW, this would be a 0.5 series.
See, got that half-cut 1 series.
Let's not forget,
sure
the
it's
1
actually
series
big.
is
You could
already.
probably just
Let's not forget
nearly
the 1
every
series,
1 series
is already a
I could
dreadful
just
car.
on 29.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather have 128 than that. Completely honest with you.
Yeah, so would I.
Well, the thing is, let's just set this right now. Which car is the fastest out of these three? Just right now. No, it's not going to be yours.
No, it's
So,
the
I'm
Mini.
pretty sure I think we should do a quarter-mile drag race and then we can finally settle.
We decided to do a short timed run on a private road. Determined that my car would probably come first or second, I decided to do my run first.
3, 2, 1, go! Very vigorous start.
My time.
15 seconds and 52. Well, 0.52. 15.52.
Right off with a score. That was not
15 seconds. 15 seconds. Promise you.
Well, it's still quicker than the
Exactly.
Annoyed that I had suspicion that my time had been faked, I took my place on the timeline and recorded Ben's go.
Looks like the obvious car's going to lose go last. Right, you
not close.
keep on that radio. Right, it's just such a shame when you've got a car like that because is it just worried that you just know that you're going to lose?
It's going to be too quick for you. Too quick for your candle.
Candle. The thing is, you just won't buy one, did you? You're getting hit by a truck. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go. 6. So I'm not going to cheat, you see. I'm not going to cheat. 19 seconds. Right. Bit of a conclusion, really. Because you see, I didn't actually cheat by faulting time, did I? Your time was 19.26. Which technically means bollocks.
No, it's a Skoda, not a Volkswagen. Bollocks.
Yeah, but let's look on the other side. Listen to the last.
With Ben getting an actual legitimate time, it was now Jordan's turn to take his turn on the start line.
Okay, Jordan. 3, 2, 1, go.
Set off there.
Good for a start.
Yeah.
I suppose the only thing is...
Hang on, can you hear it? No. All that power for nothing.
Speed of light. What's that time?
16 seconds, 31. So we'll just plus 5 seconds and we'll just say that's alright.
Plus 5 seconds now because...
Keep it going, keep it going. He's not looking.
Right, that'll do. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds to get from here to that's ridiculous. Jordan, your time was 20 seconds, 0.8. 20.8. How fast were you going?
The speed limit on this road is 30, you know.
Yes.
You could have gone 30.
20.8. The thing is, if that's you, were you going for it? Yes, you was going for it. Oh. The Aldi one is the quickest. Thank you very much. The Aldi one is the quickest. So we'll get back to the hot hatch challenge later on, but now we're here at JCT6's Aston Martin to see the brand new Vantage. And personally, I cannot wait. It's just in that little room there. I'll take you guys in a second, we'll take you around the car, and we're all around. We'll have a say on it as well, and watch the person from Aston Martin talk about it as well. So without further ado, let's head inside. So then guys, this is the new Aston Martin Vantage. It's a full-on second generation. It's actually a really good privilege to have this for you guys in the very first episode of Autoburn. And using AMG's V8, this car is, well, it's spectacular more or less. There's all these lines there. It looks a bit like a shark to be completely honest. I definitely have one over the new DB11 because this is a full-on sports car, supercar more or less. More torque than an R8, more torque than V-torque. It's a V8, and not to mention it sounds very, very similar to the AMG GT, using the same engine and navigation system. I think it's probably one of the best cars you can buy for around £120,000, and in stunning red colour as well. You cannot go wrong with something like this. Not to mention as well the boot line going round into bridge into the car, so you don't have to have a brake light into it. Just makes it look, all these little bits, and that's been updated. The only thing that's actually been brought on from the old Aston Martin like so is the umbrella, and that's even been changed location to the boot rather than the dorsal, which is all around a much better car. It looks more aggressive, it looks modern now. It doesn't look like it's from 2005, 2017, 18, and you can't buy one because they're already in full orders. But I cannot wait to start seeing some of these on the road, potentially get my hands on one for a video, and hopefully on Autoburn we'll get one for you. But now let's head on to smaller sports cars and cheaper sports cars, the Mazda MX-5. £28,000 fully spec. Obviously it's got nothing on this, but at the end of the day, the Mazda MX-5 is the same sort of look, front engine, 2 wheels, rear wheel drive. But is it a good car? the 2017 Mazda MX-5. It is basically a hairdresser's car. But that's not just the thing about the MX-5, it's basically recognised as one of the best all-round cheap sports cars that you can buy for your money for less than £30,000. Here in this stunning silver looking colour, I believe it's more or less one of the best cars that you can buy, but is it?
The MX-5 is not a particularly fast car. The looks aren't intense, and it's in no way or shape or form a performance car. And the fully spec one at £28,000, why not save £3,000 and buy a Toyota GT86? But that's the thing. The MX-5 doesn't represent lap records or to win in a straight line. Its due purpose is to put a smile on your face when that straight line hits a bend. But with the MX-5 only representing a smile on your face when taking a bend at high speed, which in the real world is antisocial, in which case you buy the Toyota GT86. So that brings me to my first question. Is it the best sports car you can buy? The straight answer is yes. You'd have to be daft to buy one when you consider all of the better rivals. But if you do, every single person would understand why you did it. It's okay to buy an MX-5, they're respected, they have personality, a good driving feeling, and not to forget, a male driver's sound toolkit. But in the real world, the Mazda MX-5 is the only real sports car that isn't a letdown on public roads.
We just like to come round. So as we come round to the back, it looks good. One little disappointing thing is that huge area on the back. I'm not too impressed by that. But you know, it's got all these fancy technologies on it. I do quite like it, to be completely honest with you. Not to 16, around 6.7. This one here is a 2 litre 160 brake horsepower. So actually, realistically, you could either have this or a 185 Audi or an S-Line. But I think if you're a stupid, you'd probably buy yourself this. But this particular car itself has everything on it, apart from some sort of horrible leather colour inside, which makes the car total priced at about £28,000. Inside, it looks very, very, very nice. I must say, gear stick is a bit small, but I suppose you don't want to look at much of a driving it, so therefore they've put a small gear knob inside of it. I do like the Swizzly navigation touch screen inside of the car, the aircon system. The steering wheel is very, very nice. The leather interior is very nice, but obviously I'm considering that's probably an option. These wheels I'm not too certain about, to be completely honest. I think they're just a bit too small. They'll be a pain in the ass to clean, but I suppose aftermarket is out there. Obviously, if you get certain scratches in your car, I mean, this car is absolutely in immaculate condition. There's nothing on it at all whatsoever. That's because it's 2017. The guy driving it is actually a pretty sort of driver. There's actually nothing on this car at all. Not any scratches, not even one particular scratch at all. I just don't know. I personally wouldn't buy it. I mean, I'd have a Subaru BRZ or a Toyota GT86 over that. But I suppose this represents a better brand. I would say, I don't know, it's kind of, you know, MX-5 drivers all like to see that they all wave to each other. But then, of course, another type of car that is actually better than this car in every single way, not to mention looks, power, interior quality, seating positions, everything like that, is actually the Audi TT. Because that basically is, and let's not, apart from the price, because this car is fully spec'd up, and this is £28,000. An Audi TT, nothing on it, starts from that price. So of course, this is a poor man's TT. When obviously the flying bird does represent one particular thing for the MX-5, the natural owner probably has his own hairdressers, you know, or he likes to style his hair very, very much, likes to wear some sort of denim, you know, sort of jeans, leather jackets, the sort of thing, you know, sort of people like that. But at the same time, if you see two people in this car at the same time, instantly questions are raised. Unlike the BRZ and the Toyota GT86, this car is also rear-wheel drive, but this one should go around corners, because that's basically what this car is designed to do. This car has been shredded little bits here and there, but yet it's still nice inside. The quality interior is still spot on. Except from the Subaru BRZ, they've basically done it so it's not. Then of course an Audi TT, that's a heavy car. I mean, in terms of acceleration, unless you've got the four-wheel drive Quattro S-tronic version with 230 brake horsepower, which is basically a better version of an Audi S1, then yeah. But at the end of the day, some people rather have this because they wouldn't want to have understeer. They'd rather go around corners sideways and smiling in proper BMW style. Like so, there's many things out there why you wouldn't buy an MX-5, because when they prove used market, you can actually get a BMW M235i, 3-litre inline 6, and it's still wheel drive and the quality is still spectacular inside. But at the same time, there is reasons why you would buy this car, because it's brilliant. Think of it like a Mercedes-Benz SLS. You could have a C63, you could have an E63, you could even have the brand new AMG GT, but people buy the SLS for a particular reason because it is absolutely brilliant. I mean, in complete honesty, I quite like the car. This looks is pretty good. I mean, they've given it, I don't know, it's 50-50. They've given like a friendly car an angry face. It's like an angry puppy face. I'm not taking these out of all Top Gear scripts, but I can see what the camera does. I actually prefer the old facelift Mazda MX-5, to be completely honest, apart from the interior, which is obviously spectacular. But at the same time, would you have this or the Abarth 124 Spider? Because basically that is the GT86 of the Subaru BRZ. They're exactly the same, except from a couple of badges and styling. So yeah, the MX-5 is basically a spin-off version of many cars. This has got different particular things, specifically AMG and the old Vantage, but the Vantage itself is not copied by any other brand, unlike the MX-5 and GT86. Obviously the MX-5 is a good car, but the GT86 is a better car, and they've got nothing on this. And I think it's about time to get back to our cheating challenges between an Audi A1 S-Line, Skoda Citigo Monte Carlo, and a Mini Cooper S, aka BMW 0.5 series. But let's get back to that now, and let's see who wins the remaining challenges.
After discovering the Audi A1 was the fastest on the short timed run, which was not faked in any shape or form, we then moved on to some country roads to see which was actually the best on the road. But straight away was a problem. We got there, we couldn't even speak to the camera. The weather was intense, the wind was too high, and then it began raining. Our camera equipment stopped working and we had no choice but to literally bail out. Back in Huddersfield, I was getting the impression that Jordan was getting a tiny bit annoyed after we kept changing our route.
Hello?
Hey up, pal. Hang on.
It's Sam Bickley.
Yeah, right. You all can hear each other, yeah? Right, we're not going to KFC. It's isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Where are we going?
Go out of Hoods.
Quick.
We're gonna go to We're gonna go to McDonald's.
Oh, just quick! F***ing
You what?
Oh, I'm up in Mackey's following next week.
Oh. No, we've left that. We've not gone to that one. We're going to go to that one in Brighouse, because rather than go back up to Saddleworth, we're going to go to Mad Maya. Know where you went in TT?
No, not really.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to crash it.
Jordan's very happy with me.
Unbelievable. That's your VXR, that's better than an Audi A1. Clio 197, that's better than an Audi A1.
I've just seen a Hyundai i30. That's better than the Mini Cooper S.
Oh, I tell you, I've just seen a Citroen C1, a red one. That's better than a Mini Cooper.
We decided to retreat back to the original location where we started filming to do the last challenge.
So then we've come down here into Brickhouse and we thought we'd do the final challenge by doing something a little bit different to what people normally do. So, one at a time, all three of us are going to go down to Sainsbury's and buy something to see how good these hot hatch,
Or city cars, maybe.
see how good this hot hatch, hatchback and city car are good in and around town. So we're going to go down to Sainsbury's and buy something, get back. Whoever gets back in the quickest time wins the challenge.
Preferably a chocolate bar. I'm hungry.
Yeah, whatever takes your fancy. Sticking to speed limits, obviously. We're not like that.
I'm that box, obviously.
I shall go first, and let's go.
Yeah.
3. The important thing is, this car probably isn't the best here. Jordan's is, so I need to make sure that I win this challenge. So, sticking to 30 miles an hour. That guy's pulling away from me, so he's obviously speeding. And then we get to Sainsbury's, and the important thing is we need to rush. So, I'm thinking.
Upon arrival at Sainsbury's, the motions were tense.
Is it?
So a minute has literally just gone by. Let's see if we can make it. It is god awful Audi.
God.
Ooh.
Doing some wheel spins in the car park, very antisocial. Right, I have just bought this Pepsi from Sainsbury's. It was 59 pence. Come on! Oh no. Right, I have just bought this Pepsi from Sainsbury's. It was 59 pence. Oh no. I'm behind an Audi. I am the winners challenge. But have I been too quick? That's the question. Have I been too... Because to say how busy it is in there, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've been a little bit too busy. Yeah, I have. I bet I've only been about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I've got to make it look like I've actually been into Sainsbury's.
Just hit the 5-minute mark. Where even is it? It's too slow. Too slow.
Just thought I'd maybe just stop on the way back. You know, just savouring the time. That should do us. That's enough time for me. Now, I hope Bennett and Jordan don't think that I have a cheeky in any way, shape or form, because obviously I haven't, because I've bought this, Oh, come on, man.
Finally, he is within sight. Oh, here he is. Stone dead last. 7 minutes. What was my time? Your time was 7 minutes and 11 seconds.
Get in! And I bought this. 59 pence.
59 pence?
59 pence.
You show off. Big spender.
It was.
So with my legitimate time being 7 minutes 11 seconds .91, it was then Jordan's go.
Let's hope we can win this. so busy. It's going to be hard to get space here. No, I'm just going to cheat. So this is what I bought, a Buxton bottle of water for 79p. That might look a bit suspicious. Pull up and hope he doesn't see. And what we might do is take a bit of a detour round. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a detour because I've cheated slightly, so I'm going to pull out onto this main road. Visibility is shocking. And then we're going to pull back in here and go around, and hopefully they won't notice. Loving that R8, it's absolutely stunning, and yeah, I say stunning too much.
But he's pulled back, but yet the time is still rolling because I cannot see his car.
So what was my time?
What was your time? What was my time? What was my time?
7 minutes.
7 minutes 10 seconds.
No, 7 minutes 11 seconds.
Go on. No f***ing way! You can't write that shit.
Jesus Christ! Out by how much? Like different? Like
7:11.45.
Mine though. What
yours was 7:11.91.
Oh!
He's just beaten you.
Frustrated that my time was beaten by a cheater, it was then Ben's go. I was also curious to see what Ben would do in this particular challenge, to see if he would actually go into Sainsbury's and buy a product or do the same what me and Jordan did. Therefore, I decided to take the cameraman's position and go with Ben myself.
Are you ready? Tell me when you're ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. 0 to 30 pull. There we are. Done. I've won already. Right, so I've got my I've got my plan already. I've just bought this Kirkland spring water. I've just had a drink of it. We'll do a lap of Sainsbury's and then we'll absolutely rag it all the way back on, and then yeah, I'll win because the city car always wins.
Say to Jordan, we're just arriving at Sainsbury's now.
RS6, thank you, in purple.
Say to Jordan, we're just arriving at Sainsbury's now. Yeah. There you go, you're on the radio.
Just arriving at Sainsbury's. No, how am I going to do this? I may actually just ram raid Sainsbury's and just get a bottle of Fanta. Just drive straight in. Why do they do a drive through Sainsbury's? That would be the best idea ever.
Go ahead.
6 minutes and 4 seconds and 38 milliseconds.
It's too quick. It is.
So, the one challenge that I thought I was going to win because I cheated, I actually came last.
And as by no surprise, the city car, I should say, won the challenge.
And let's not forget, this is the fastest car here, and yet all that extra power only gave a 0.05 second win. And he also cheated. But obviously the only person who also cheated but also
maybe
went the long way around was 30 seconds. But I know for a fact if I did not stop down there for 2 minutes, I'd have won by a whole minute. So therefore, The Audi A1 takes victory.
No, I don't think it does. Numbers don't lie. The city car beat both of these pathetic hatches.
You didn't say that in a quarter mile, did you?
Yeah, but who needs a quarter mile when you only drive into shops? You can only do 30 mile an hour to Sainsbury's.
And with that, back to the studio. Obviously the Audi won all them challenges, and here we are finishing off with this stunning Vantage, as like before the MX-5. It's been a great day here at Aston Martin T600. Thanks to Mark and Amy for inviting me here today. But with that, I'll see you in the next episode of Autoburn next month.
He wear no shoe shine, he got